Brand new best of 3. It's the JORD Invitational, guys, and before the intro zombie up, I gotta tell you, I forgot how hard it was to do double groups in a single day.
Yeah, you feeling it?
I'm starting to feel it, but maybe
Feeling
it's
it now, Mr. Krabs?
I think it's a little bit because I'm still sick, factoring in. But either way, guys, we got this last group to get through today. Tomorrow will be a significantly shorter day. 2 best of 5 semifinals and a best of 7 grand finals. But spawning here in the northern location of the map is going to be Complexity Sound Blasters, orange Zerg player Moosegills.
In the bottom position, as the pink Zerg, it's Kane. He's the NA King.
Should be the NA Kane. Of course, Kane still on my insanity. Hoping to see him at our live event in August. He unfortunately did not have a great time at WCS. His run cut a little bit short from him. But I feel a little bit bad for Moosegills in this. And Kane's a good player, and I could build him up. Thumbs up. I like Kane. But Moosegills has seemed to just not have a lot of good tournament luck with ZvZ. I don't know if this is just a match he chokes in. Maybe it's just not a match he loves. But when it comes to ZvZ, he can beat Hendril-esque, it seems. But then everyone else he struggles with.
Well, you know, you got that going for you.
Of course, my I guess scope of Moosegills is somewhat limited. I mean, maybe his ZvZ is actually fantastic, and it's just like the times we cast him, it happens to not go so well. But either way, Kane's a pretty tough opponent to come up with, regardless of his race.
Hey, they fought in a tournament before.
Did they?
In our tournament.
Which
And
one?
the fight before Christmas.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, Kane 2-0'd Moosegills. And yeah, then a long, like, entire year ago before that, so they don't face each other too often.
Well, I mean, if Kane's the NA ladder king, he probably does. I know Kane's actually got a lot of games played. He really plays
in NA ladder. Excuse you. I'm just kidding.
No, he really does. He's like got
he's
some
like,
of the most games played.
He actually has an account in this region. What's up? It's actually, apparently, I looked up, right? Moosegills' worst matchup is versus Terran by a long shot. So I guess we just got unlucky casting Moosegills versus Zerg.
Yeah, like I said, it's a limited scope because Moosegills doesn't play in as much of the European stuff as some of the other folks will cross over and do. But some links coming across the map to scout. I mean, Van Nuys is a little bit of a funky map because one way or the other, it's still that one choke, that one ramp dynamic protecting 2 bases.
Mm-hmm. It's the perfect reason to all in them. Never expected.
I think you rely so much on people never expecting things, they're just gonna start expecting things they would never expect.
Well, it's odd, right? Because I pretty much play the most standard style ever, so I'm really quite bad at this. You'll never expect me to play macro again.
Well, I mean, you did train with Pulse, so it kind of makes some sense.
Yeah, and it makes sense that all the Zerg players are freaking all-inners. What? Nothing about Violet. Excuse you? Nothing?
So have you heard any updates about that, by the way? The whole training camp thing? Or
Jackatech says they're working on it, but I...
Are we allowed to say who's working on it like that? I don't know if
no, apparently I'm not even supposed to be saying that I'm still in it. So, like, I mean, I guess it's been like a year, right? So I think like people that I told last year have forgotten it. I'm just starting to cycle over.
I was just gonna say, because like I've been very much going out of my way to not mention his name anytime I bring this up.
It's so silly at this point. I don't even know what they're gonna do. If they're gonna even like release footage from last year. So apparently King Sejong is still in the GSL map pool, so it won't be that different, I guess.
Are there any games that still need to be played for that, or like...
Yes, I'm in the top 2. Shit.
What?
I probably should have said
You
that.
are the worst with spoilers! You know what? Sometimes when we do this, it's joking, right? And it's just like ragging on you, but this is like a prime example of you being terrible at spoilers.
That was my bad. That was my pee. Pretend you guys didn't hear this. Be surprised when it comes out.
Oops, we deleted the VOD.
It's like a surprise birthday party. It's not a surprise, and I'm just like, surprise! Oh my god, I wasn't expecting this. This is such a surprise.
Idea. That's like when you see Roach versus Roach. I had no idea this guy was gonna go Roaches. What a surprise!
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, it is gonna be Roach versus Roach.
That's the 6th segue, the Rifkin style.
Wowzers! Although you know.
Do I?
I mean, Moosegills isn't getting a lair yet. He's getting a lot of lings. Is he gonna try and like cancel Kane's 3rd before he gets his own lair, or is it gonna be like an all-in and the evoke chamber's a fake? I don't...
Well, mission accomplished.
Yeah.
You got him. Kane doesn't have a 3rd.
That's why I'm a a little confused. If he is getting an upgrade. Okay, there's the lair.
I think having some link control like this really isn't too bad, because on one hand you might actually also bait Kane into making an overreaction, seeing what his potential aggression, but moreover, yeah, like you could cancel the third. Kane's immediately going to withdraw and not even try. But let's not forget just how good a good handful of lings can be against a roach army. That cannon fodder is great. If you get surrounds, that's nice too. But if you get somewhat similar roach counts, roaches are really notorious for their overkill, and having some lings in that fight go a long way to soaking damage.
I don't know if Kane read into this just like because he's such a better Zerg player than we'll ever be or what, but it's a good thing he didn't bother trying to get a third.
I would love if this was just him being lazy though. It's not skill or foresight. He's just like, oh, I missed my timing on purpose.
Yeah, totally. Because Moosegills really dedicated to a lot of lings.
Oh,
like,
apparently
40 plus.
Team Liquid's all bugged out right now. I can't. Our event's all broken. Thank you for letting me know, Tempo. I've tried to put it back up, but it's been a bit twitchy.
Well, good. Now you know only half the people heard my spoiler.
Yeah, what spoiler was that again? Sorry.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Who are you fighting in the finals?
I honestly, can only remember one name, so.
I think I know who you're talking about too.
Anyways, so that was, this was kind of a waste of lings, but I mean, is it really? Because like, there's so many lings that they will always be something they could do.
Right, they're not dead yet, so it's not like they've wasted themselves. If these lings do nothing for 10 minutes, but then cancel a third later, money well spent. But oh, okay, queens are on the ramp.
Yeah, they're good. It's still like an easy cancel every single time because Kane never bothered the Baneling Nest. They both went straight up to roaches. I mean, this is why Moosegills, had it been a regular like 3-base economy kind of game for Kane, he probably would be winning right now. This is a huge roach attack.
Yeah, it's. I mean, the lings are gonna have to come back home, right? They can either waste a bunch of time on the ramp or they stop Kane from killing Moosegills. Moosegills is down on roaches in a huge number, and as the lings get here, they needed to be in the fight with the roaches, not after the roaches are all dead. It's a lot of damage missing, and Kane's even trying to find that, preventing some surface area on the back of this cliff. Really nicely done. Still, the roach count remains strong for Kane as he starts to dart around the sides of this mineral lines. I mean, the Zerglings, I guess, ultimately get the job done, and they stop Kane from killing him. But that was Kane hitting with such a strong force, and he's still not done yet. There's even more roaches just kind of trickling across the map. If he regroups, he'll have a really good fighting force.
No matter what, Kane's gonna have these really great upgrades, akin to another ZvZ that we cast just a couple hours ago. 2-2 versus 2-0.
He doesn't have the numbers Snoot did in that situation, though, so we'll see if that works out as well for him. I mean, 2-2 is still quite a distance of a way off.
Yeah, that's definitely true. But they both kind of equalized here. I mean, that roach attack looks so scary, but the lings barely were able to clean that up, and pretty even drones, pretty even army. The real difference is that Moosegills has more efficient mining, I suppose, because the third's been up longer, but then Kane does have those upgrades, and as long as he can survive till they're done, then they'll be really sick.
Well, Moosegills does have that map presence. Kane, though, I mean, yeah, this upgrade's gonna be so good if they hit that right timing. Folks in chat asking about the golden coin. So the golden coin is a chocolate coin if people are referring to the YouTube thing for the Partouf coin, Ace P. But the real one, the metallic one that's black and gold, that still hasn't come in the mail yet, so I can't send those out. But believe you me, like, Twitch has a list of how long people have been subbed for, and I'm going to go out of my way to try and contact all the people who have been subbed for a year to get their addresses so I can mail you out the real coins when we get them.
Are you really? I mean, do you guys really want to give Rifkin your address, your home address?
Some of you might get glitter bombed, I'm just saying, but that's, you know, the risk you take.
Oh my god, can we just do that one every, like, 100 boxes?
Like, one every boxes, it's like one every 100 boxes is glitter bomb, the other one's like
it's
anthrax.
Like the one guy who's allergic to glitter. Oh, what the fuck? that went.
That escalated quickly.
Wow.
No, I'm really stoked.
Delete this bot. I'm pretty sure NSA is gonna get you.
I'm so stoked to send out those coins though, because like it's again like I always want to give back, and I think while this is kind of an expensive way to do it, it's totally worth it because they're the commemorative coins that'll last forever. You might grow away from Twitch, maybe stop loving StarCraft too, but you'll be able to look back and be like, man, I really enjoyed my time on Base Trade TV. Get all sentimental here.
Oh my god, don't cry.
I promised I wouldn't cry.
Oh god, Kane, what are you doing?
He comes into a really bad fight. Moosegills has a huge roach lead over him.
Oh dear God.
Upgrades are good, but you can't overcome almost 20 roaches with 2-2 versus 2-1. The queens were coming from some transfuses. I think that sums it up well, but the problem is with how hard it is to play ZvZ, you can't make mistakes like that.
Oh, it's so weird. I mean, I want to say that he meant to go attack. He just wasn't. He was like looking at something while they're still going across the map. He didn't expect Moosegills also meeting him halfway. So that was quite awkward. Uses some of the drones as some fodder, but there's the Ling fodder for Moosegills, and yeah, those upgrades just barely not going to be enough. Oh no, Overseer. If he could save the third base, maybe something could happen.
That's really awesome though. That 3 or whatever seconds he was burrowed healed up so many of his roaches. So that gives him a much better fighting chance. But at the end of the day, like 2-2 can only carry you so far. And Kane takes a really great defensive fight, being down in so many different ways. I just don't know if he can overcome this number deficit. Good game. He types out a full good game. Not even GG.
I know. Wow, that's like Supermaner.
Is it, or is it like super fucking passive aggressive? You be the judge.
Point makes me feel like it was really quite sincere because it's Kane.
Kane's also just a nice guy, so I'm just teasing. But yeah, that goes in Moosegills' favor. Did not look like that would be the case for that game, but I love the whoops. Kane also out of game just says whoopsies, oopsies poops.
Oopsie poopsie.
All right. Well, guys, we're gonna hop into this.